In the American Declaration of Independence, we wrote that we were guaranteed a right to pursue happiness. It was so important that we put it into the papers that we gave to England, telling them we want to be free. But where in the world does happiness come from? John Locke said that there was one thing that set humans aside from any other species, and that was that we chose things that would bring us joy while avoiding things that caused us pain. But doing things that bring us joy, is that true happiness? I wasn't sure, so I went onto the internet and I found a study, an 83-year-long study from the University of Harvard that told us exactly what creates happiness. So this study started in 1938 during the height of the Great Depression before we went to World War II. And the study's goal was to figure out what made people happy. Do you want to know what their conclusions were? It's wild. I bet you can't guess. This study found that the best way to create happiness in your life is to have close relationships with those around you. In fact, they also found that those that had the closest relationships tended to have the healthiest lives. So now that we know that community brings us happiness, how do we find community? I mean, I am almost 40 years old. I have no idea how to find community. So I went on to BetterHelp. No, not to find therapy, but to read one of their blogs about how to find and develop community. Guess what? I didn't find anything. I did find in a medically reviewed journal written by Elizabeth Millard 6 things that we can do to hopefully find community. The first thing, she recommended share an experience, not a drink. She states that shared memories can build connections that can create community. The next thing, give back. Volunteer with your friends. Go to a soup kitchen. Apparently, sharing and giving back to your community helps build trust and relationships with those that you're giving back with. The third one, ask for help. There's actually a really good story about this. Benjamin Franklin wrote about a statesman who did not like him at all, hated him. And Benjamin Franklin was sitting there going, how can I make this person like me? I have no idea how to make this person like me. It's very hard, very difficult. He started to think, should I give him a gift? What kind of gift would he like? Should I do something for him? What would he like? And then as he was racking his brain going, why, how can I make this person like me? He reached out to him and he asked for a very rare and valuable book, if he could borrow it. Reluctantly, this other statesman said, yeah, sure, go ahead. And then when Benjamin Franklin returned the book, he was so gracious and then explained how much it meant to him. And he made the other person feel so great about himself that they actually became pretty decent friends. Asking for help when you actually need and allowing somebody else in to give you that help can help build bonds. The next one puts the weight on your shoulders. It's great to ask for help. It's even better to give help. Now, when somebody calls out and asks something of you, go out of your way to try to make it happen. Be reliable. Be the type of person that when somebody reaches out in a time of need, you are there for them. Answer your phone. Go to their house. Help them shovel their walks. Help them dig up their garden. Help them do whatever they need when they are in a time of crisis and need, because sharing in that helps create that bond. Be a good listener. Many times, myself included, we sit and we listen to respond. This can create a competition of who gets to be heard, who gets to say what they need, while the other person doesn't feel heard. Train yourself to be a good listener. Train yourself to ask the follow-up questions. And if you don't know if the person is asking for advice or just needing somebody to listen, ask. It is okay to listen and only listen. The final step that this author wrote was to accept people for who they are. Accept your friends. Don't try to change them. Accept the people that you want to bring into your life for all their quirks, for all of the things that other people may hold against them, accept them. We are all different, and that's a good thing.